Hey, Rhino Nation! It's time once again. Oh, look at that. Right in the midst of getting a lava hound from Hunter. Thank you, Hunter. We are doing something a little bit different today. You can see this one's called Having Fun with TDH. And why is that? Well, TDH himself actually came over and joined us in one of our Monday Funday wars. And you see that I got a lava hound. That's because I've got the good old TDH attack trained up here. You can see, in case you're not familiar with it, it's an AQ walk. And your goal, according to him, is just to try to find the safest route for your queen walk to, take down as many defenses as you can. His pointer was try to get down about 51% or so defenses and then send in the backside, the loons and the minions. And you can see a big part of that is the minions that come into play. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the attacks that we did on our Monday Funday war. We had the theme where we had to at least use one of our attacks. So obviously these are all Town Hall 9 attacks. One of them had to be a TDH attack. So we are going to, of course, first watch TDH himself. And thanks again for coming over, buddy. We really appreciate it. You are a blast to have in game, and we'd love to have you back again. But let's go ahead and look at a few of his first. So he attacked number 20 and 21. So let's go ahead and watch both of those and see if he follows somewhat to suit of what he told us here. So he starts over here with his queen walk. You see he's got some archers in the corners. Let's see. Yep, all corners. And I do like doing that just with all the troll Teslas that you end up seeing. It's nice to know if you're going to, get some kind of a surprise. So here he goes. He's going to use a wizard to try to help funnel. And you see he's got the 9 wall breakers. I think sometimes he brings a different amount, but this time he has 9. He's going right in there, easily picking off that AD. So you can see this is a very, very safe queen walk. Going in with the wall breakers right there. He already saw that he tripped the small bomb, and so it was just a matter of putting in a couple wall breakers to break in there. So he's going to be able to get the king down as well as the queen. There she goes. Bang, bang, both of them. And here come a couple minions already. He knows there's a couple safe zone areas, and he's going to, in the meantime, handle the CC with the poison. Add another rage in there. Sure, why not? Look at the value on his archer. You got a couple different buildings over on the right-hand side, and on the bottom, she's still going to town. So here the queen's going in, getting the expo, and most likely that sweeper, which will be a nice value here. And he still has 7 wall breakers, so let's just see how he's going to bring these things in. Okay, now this is another thing. Go ahead and lead with the king to tank the other defenses, and then you see, there he goes. He brings in the wall breakers. He did hit a small bomb, but that's okay. He had a couple left that he was able to break that junction so that the queen can then just walk right over there into that other compartment and then has access to even more of the base. So you see now he's going to go ahead and use his ability on the king to further distract the defenses and clean up some more of the trash on the outside. And here come his loons, just like he said, around the 50% mark. Leading with the max hound, and see here come the minions right behind. He's got another rage going through a sketchy part of the base here, but not to fear, he's got it under control. He's taking out the Teslas. It is overkill, people. This attack, really, once you get it down, it's pretty powerful. And he uses it, he came over, like I said, a couple times, and pretty much smashed every single base he hit. So he's got it down. He's, in case you don't know, he's from War Whales, one of the best Town Hall 9 players basically ever in the game. He's pretty incredible. So let's go ahead and watch his second attack. I believe I switched the base. Let's see. Did I? Yes. Okay. His second attack was on base number 21. Now look at here. He starts off with a loon to get that mortar, which I think is a really cool idea. And he ended up getting extra value while the loon tanked a little bit with those Teslas that popped up. So again, he's got some archers on the corners. So even a couple of wizards where there's some free spots. Right down here, you see that there's a free wizard area. He's also starting some of his cleanup early. I like that. All of these areas are free here. You can see that. So he's starting there. Now the queen is going to town. Let's see where he's going to break in here. So again, he's wherever the queen ends up going, he uses the king to lead and distract the defenses so that he can get his wall breakers in. And there they go, right in that first box, that first junction. They end up with these light walls going ahead and breaking right into that expo compartment as well. He's going to get the sweeper, and then you see still the king is leading, and he's putting in more wall breakers to go ahead and get that queen an opening to go around into that other compartment where she will go and get those other ADs. You see the wizards actually are going to take that one out on the end. He's dealing with the CC now with the poison. He's got 60% of the base down and has not started his loons. Now 61. I mean, he's crushing the base. He's wanting to get through there so that he can take down some more of the base before he sends in his loons. So here he goes. 64% of the base, people. He has not even used loons yet. Wow. Now he goes ahead, leads with the hound. Here comes some of the loons. And right behind, and that's part of this attack, right behind the loons, you start your minions immediately for all that cleanup. Smashed. Awesome. All right, so we've kind of seen an idea of how this works. Let's go ahead and see how we did. You know, of course, I'm going to only show the 3-star attacks, but let's just kind of go ahead and see how our guys were able to put this to the test. So let's start with on number 18. I guess I'll try to go from the bottom up, or as much of the bottom up. So Aussie guy coming in here with his attempt at TDH. Obviously, he got the 3 stars, so it must have been successful. But let's see how it goes here. Starting with his queen over to the side. He's probably hoping he can get the wizard tower and archer tower and then make his way up to 3 o'clock. So let's see. Tanking with a wizard over there, or a giant. Wizard's coming in. So I think he just tanked there to make sure that his wizard could take out those couple of buildings to ensure himself, make him feel extra comfy that the queen is gonna go up to 3 o'clock. So it looks like she is, and oh, hey, look at that up at the top. We got a troll Tesla. So he did the old archer trick and found a Tesla early. Then he doesn't have to panic. So good job with that one. So goes ahead and just takes it down with a loon. So queen's still going to town here. So now that she's going the direction that he is hoping, let's see if he uses his king pretty soon to go ahead and tank and then send in his wall breakers. All right, so he decides to go ahead and try to use, and TDH does this a lot as well, tries to use a rage for his wall breakers. It didn't quite work out for him, so kind of did the old, which I've done a million times, the early swag rage. Poison the CC. Let's see if he can get those down before they get his healers. Yes, looking good. Okay, he stays calm and cool. And here comes the king. So now he goes ahead and puts in the king with some wizard, just a little kiwi. And he has 7 wall breakers left. So here we go again with the rage, and now come the wall breakers. They should get in there and allow him to go right into the base now and possibly get the queen. Let's see if this happens. King is still up. Wizards are cruising along. They're probably going to get that other air defense. Is the queen going down? Yes, she goes down, takes it hard too. And here comes the hound. Look at that tanking, getting a SAM and a air bomb. Look at how he's following in right behind with those minions. Uses a rage to send the loons in to get through this little tricky part here. His queen is still up. Great job, Aussie guy. See how those minions also, they gather around, and they can really take down quite a bit. So good job on your TDH. Way to go. So that's Aussie on number 18. Let's go ahead and look at B, which is on the next one up, number 17. And B, you know, buddy, he just comes back from a long vacation. I think he's been gone for several weeks. I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. Comes in, gets a 6-pack on this war with a TDH attack. So good job, buddy. So he's going to go ahead and start up here with a baby dragon. And I do like to use a baby dragon for my funnel. You saw that TDH is, I don't think he did on either one of his. He used wizards. So it kind of is base dependent. But, you know, you can really get some good value on some of these bases with Baby Dragon. And you can see that's exactly what B does here. He's already taken down 3 buildings. He's getting ready to take down the 4th. And make sure that he has a solid funnel for that queen to go over to the side. So she is going to go down successfully to 9 o'clock. And here comes a rage. So he's doing the same thing where he's going to go ahead and rage to make sure he can get those wall breakers in, and he was hoping to get another layer. Meanwhile, the poison's down for the CC. Here comes more wall breakers. He probably wanted them to go in, but there are no buildings in there for them to go, so that's why they went over to the gold storage. But it's still going to work out fine. He's going to come down. He had to use his ability there to make sure he got the CC down. You know, you don't want to end up tripping yourself up. And look at that. Yikes! Oh, just in time. Nice save. Woo! Sweating a little bit here, but he managed. All right, here comes the king with a couple wizards behind. So now look at the queen's doing a pretty nice job, and she's gonna backtrack and then go get the queen. Wow, that worked out great, mainly because his king at the bottom had already taken down all those other defenses. So the nearest point really was taking down the queen on the other side. So king using the ability, and here comes the backside, the hound with the loons going all the way across. You can see he has 2 ADs left. Uses his haste to get those couple loons right in the middle, and then that rage nicely placed because it's going to affect the majority of his loons to just take down in a record time that middle of the base, going down with also the other AD. His queen's working away, and you can see he's put his minions all around wherever he needed them to start his cleanup. So he's good to go here. Way to go, B. Good job with the TDH right out of the gate after vacation. Impressive. So that's B. Let's go ahead and check out Rat on his A. Campbell account. And Rat is a regular TDHer, so let's see how he does it. He actually does just a little bit different comp most of the time. You can see he likes to take 18 loons and less minions. So, and this normally is what he uses. And I'm pretty sure he also normally does the 3 rages and the extra haste. So this attack was done previously by Hunter, so this was a cleanup attack. He knew that Tesla was over there, and that he was going to have to use a couple loons because it was also trapped with a Sam, so he had to use 2 loons over there. But he's getting pretty decent value for it. Because his queen took down the mortar, the balloon was able to go over to the other side and try to get a little bit more, but it didn't last. Nice wall breaks there, and then you see immediately he put his king down so that he can do that other wall break right at that junction right there. So the queen's going to be able to go over there. He's got this poison down. Is he going to use a rage or his ability? Rage, and just in time. Whoo! These guys are making me sweat with these rages. All right, goes in, takes down the Dark Elixir. Probably going to come right around to take down the sweeper. Yep. Oh, hits a giant bomb, but that's okay. And now he's hoping that he's going to be able to maybe get over to the queen. So let's see if he gets over there. You can see he doesn't have any more wall breakers, so he wants to make sure that he can get over as far as he can before he puts his loons down. That's what he's hoping for, that extra bonus. Let's see. I know a rage is coming down here pretty soon. Yes. So he rages to make sure that he can get through to save himself some time from the queen just taking forever to get through there. And here she goes. She's going to go now and step up. And meanwhile, while that's happening over there, he can go ahead and start his loons in from this side. Let me go ahead and zoom back out. I got a little bit too crazy on the zooming. And nice pathing for his loons to go in. You can see the couple loons in the back there just getting that 1 AD. And look at all the pups surrounding that AD to help take it down. So again, because he has more loons, he doesn't have quite as much cleanup. But he can end up really overpowering the base with all these loons. He does it every time with the 18. You can see he still has 4 loons and a rage left. So yeah, it worked. Good job. Nice swag rage right in the middle. So good job, Rat, for his TDH attack. We've got time for one more. I know this one's going to be a little bit long, but I want to show one more attack. This is from Hunter, and he is another one that he uses queen charges, actually. I don't know that he uses TDH all the time, but he is very, very good with the queen charge. So let's see how he does on base number 13 for our final attack that we're going to see. Whoa, this one looks a little scary. Look at all the walls, but it's not going to scare Hunter one bit. So you can see he's bringing 8 wall breakers. He only has 3 wizards to funnel. And the rest of it, he's going to just do more loons and a ton of minions. So here he goes. He's going to be able to funnel with some minions. Here comes the queen. Let's see. He should be getting some really good value for her. He knows he needs to rage before she steps up and then takes fire from all of those archer towers. So nice job on that. And here goes the poison. Great poison. With all the goblins. They did a lot of goblins in the CC, as you probably have seen already. Valk is last, but he gets it done with the poison. And you can see he also has a wizard over on the right-hand side, because there's a bunch of free stuff over there that he's not going to take any fire. And here comes the king, so you know that means his wall breakers are coming in soon. Let's see where he decides to wall break. All right, he trips the small bomb with the queen. And now the compartment that's going to be left, and you see because he put the wall breakers over more toward the left side of where the end of the wall was, it ended up breaking down at the bottom there. I think he was trying to get at that junction. Here comes a couple more. So he's going right in there. King still doing some damage, and here he goes. He's going to be able to get the queen with the rage, no problem. Also access to a couple other ADs along with an expo. And look at this little wall break right here. Oh, almost got it. He tried. He almost got through there. That's one thing that he does, is he kind of wall breaks around and around. So now the queen needs to get busy and try to get through those walls, and he uses a nice rage there. And look at all the minions coming in to save the day. He entered right in behind the sweeper on that side, so it's looking pretty good. Couple rages through all of the hairy section of the base. Look at all the minions over there on the town hall. So he has 1 haste left. Let's see what happens. Hound unpopped, and base is pretty much over. So that base looked a little daunting with those walls at the beginning, but he did a nice job figuring out how he was going to approach that to get a lot of the base down. And there we have it. TDH. Thanks again, buddy, for coming over. It was awesome to have you. You can come back anytime. That is Rhinos with having fun with TDH. Hope you enjoyed this one. It really is a cool attack if you have not tried it. Here's a couple examples for you to give it a shot. And that is all for this time. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.